So, I'm just curious as well. How awful do I sound?
I like hot garbage.
I'm a fucking loser. Alright, give me that.
I'm just gonna have Kylo Ren stare at the ceiling this whole time. Is that alright?
This mustache is very hairy. This is like a 4-year-old fake beard, so it's kind of disintegrating every time I put it on. I need a new one. How much are fake beards on Amazon?
Why don't you just like take some Gorilla Glue and like roll around on the barbershop floor?
Oh, I had some duct tape on it a while ago, and I wore it for something unrelated to this. I also need to move the microphone over here so I can swallow it properly. Hi, everybody. Oh, God, the thing with the creepy dude with the fake beard came up again that we were looking at. We're looking at your masks. They're really, really sad.
I thought you were talking about a video of yourself.
Can you tell how big this goddamn mask is?
It's pretty big.
No.
It's a pretty big boy. But
Jesus.
you know what's cool? Now we got this video podcast. We can do even more whoring for our products. That's not one of our products. Look at that. We got stickers and more stickers and more stickers, even more stickers.
Holy shit.
Stickers up in here. I got 2 other stickers that aren't related to our product. But look at this. You order a bunch of stickers, Redbubble even sends you one of their stickers.
That's amazing.
Look at that. So I'm just gonna hold these up in lieu of my face for the rest of the show. Look at that. It's perfect. We've got Flesh Horse. This is a horror. This is a great audio podcast, by the way. We got Flesh Horse V3, which is nice, and Beans. You know, that's a sexy guy right there. We got Crusty Pickled Grandmas, which what you're watching and or listening to right now. I'm sorry if you're listening to this. It's GoBicker boy right there. Look at that. High quality Redbubble sticker. And over here, we got some more. We got Flesh Horse V1. Wonderfully colorized by yours truly. His feet are cut off, unfortunately. And then V2. Yeah, it's V2. Wiggly arms. Spaghetti arms with the feet. Best feet. Dog. Flag off to the dog. And we got a dwarf strength, which is backwards inverted, so it looks like it's not, but it is. And it's a horse sticker. Look at that. We got all kinds of stickers. I didn't have to actually put them on anything because I don't want to claim this.
You're scaring the dog, all right?
I know. I love him.
So anyway, this is Crusty
you can have it for
the
$5.
only podcast on the internet. I don't know why I'm doing the intro this week. It's a Halloween episode, so if you're listening on audio, it's probably horrible and terrible. And you should
this one is definitely a video podcast.
Yeah, if you can't tell.
I'm liking this setup. I sound like garbage. It's all good.
But yeah, in case
So it's gonna be the one.
In case you're unaware, this is Halloween. This episode should theoretically go out on Halloween.
It will.
Really
I promise it will.
He's got a gun. No, he doesn't. He's got a lightsaber.
He's got a gun!
He's got a gun.
Really?
It's so short.
Look at this shit.
Wow.
Yeah, so watch this episode on our YouTube channel, which you can find at GoBicker.com/channel, I think.
Fuck me.
I need to double check that because it's been a while. I'm hard.
Bigger channel.
Trying to get all of our. Yeah, go to GoBicker.com/channel. It'll take you to our YouTube channel. Watch it there. You can listen to the cartoon or dance in the background as Kylo Ren. He's like a frog. He's just kind of crouched down, about to jump. So perpetually try and fix my fake beard.
The fucking battle stance he has.
I'll be right back.
Please, God, somebody make that a gift. Oh my God, I love this. Oh, Jesus God.
Media boy Kylo Ren.
Oh God, it's like that video. It's hi, I'm Ed Asner, and he just pulls out a knife. That's exactly what this reminds me of.
Jesus Christ. Oh, the little tiny ones go back and tickle.
God, this is my favorite thing. So, it's me, your boy. We're off to a rip-roaring start here. I don't believe I need to find some props.
Batter up, boy.
Swing it up. Swing it up. I got a baseball bat.
I'm not Kylo Ren anymore. I'm Ra's al Ghul from the hit film Batman Begins.
I got one.
It's hot in the helmet, man.
What's going on?
This is the worst idea
This
ever.
is the worst podcast.
This is the best podcast we've ever done, by the way. So yeah, this is a rip roaring start to our
God, my
horror
video
show.
quality is complete shit.
Our
Dude,
spooky
Better than
video.
Maya's. We sent no less than 5,000 webcams. Me and Cartooner went on a journey, a mythical journey last
Wasn't
week.
that
after the
last? Yeah,
podcast.
it was last week.
We went on a mythical journey, and we realized that there is no such thing as a beautiful webcam. They are. If you go on Amazon.com, if you go on Amazon.com and you look up webcam, you just kind of scroll through about 30 pages of garbage, and there are some interesting designs on there. Boy, oh boy.
Fuck, I need one for my desktop now.
That is a penis hat for some reason. Anyway,
What?
so I just
Penis
randomly
hat.
scroll back and tried to click on a link, and it was a penis hat because I thought it was going to be a bad looking webcam I could say something about. And yeah, because we looked at a lot of masks before we decided that Cartooner was going to be Kylo Ren. Slutty Kylo Ren, by the way.
Show us them titties.
I look like I'm wearing a burqa.
You do.
I should
You're
probably
being
take
very
it off. I'm
cultured.
probably gonna offend somebody.
Nah, you're fine. You actually kind of what?
I'm triggered, man.
Okay. God, what are you? You're strange in your face. This is very itchy. What do you? Oh boy, I can see all the audio listeners.
You're a
dropping
ninja!
by the day. You're a very weird ninja. Oh man,
So dude,
I saw it.
so dude, me and ninja.
It's your boy Ninja.
It's me against
Oh,
Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren, I think you broke your neck.
yeah, you got some issue. I'm just gonna be Amish for the rest of this podcast. I'm tired of fixing
That's wonderful.
mustache.
I do appreciate that we've already abandoned parts of our ideas. It's taken all of 5 minutes, but we've already changed. I'm now from Ghost Recon, and now you're from the countryside.
You got like a shovel or a pitchfork in here. Do I got like an Amish something? Hold on, I think I can find.
Do I have
Just
an
grab
Amish
a
something?
sword.
Just something in general.
Didn't the Amish have swords? They fought with King Arthur and slayed unicorns and stuff like that.
Probably.
corn or something.
God, it's very
Honestly,
hot.
corn.
Oh,
It's very hard to be regularly
Oh my
Amish, but
god. You gotta be a southern Amish.
that
God.
really does work.
I'm just gonna go out and tend me tater fields. That's what it's like to be Amish, right? This is how Amish people work, right? I'm not gonna offend any Amish people. God, I look really fat. Hang it here on the corner of my.
There, now I'm just like I'm your average Sith boy. It's just me from the temple.
It's me, your boy,
It's
Sithy
me.
McSith face.
Shitty McSith face.
Чуй, мы дома.
What's our first topic of the night?
Hey,
top.
Sharks.
We're only
Hey.
40 minutes late to this podcast, and
Hey.
now another hour. Hey,
Is intercourse with a zombie necrophilia?
My vote is yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is
like,
it though? Because it's living again.
what kind of zombies we talking
But they're
about
the
here?
living
Like,
What do you mean, what kind of
zombies?
zombies are we talking about?
I mean,
Zombies-
like, there's like zombies that are like, these zombies where they're like crazy people.
that's not a
that's
zombie. That's just a
that's
crazy person.
But
No,
it
no,
died
no, no,
once,
they're
right?
like-
So technically,
Yeah.
I mean, if it's dead, yeah, it's necrophilia.
Yeah, but it's
I
it's undead.
But it's still not dead in the name.
What would Jesus say?
I don't know. We're looking right
Purge
at
the
him.
earth.
Jesus would say, "Don't
Purge the
talk to
earth."
zombies until you're married."
Jesus would say,
Okay.
"Buy a dinner
Okay.
first."
Is it a sin to sleep with a zombie, even though is necrophilia a sin? Is that specifically said in the Bible?
Would
you-
it be?
I think
lust?
that's
mean-
I think it would be
deal.
categorized as lust. That's a
Can
sin.
I'm curious.
can a zombie consent?
Yes.
I don't know. They
Yes.
can't.
Yes.
So either way, if
so-
it wasn't even
I just
necrophilia, it would be rape because the zombie
wanna-
can't consent.
I want to take
Yeah,
a moment here
but-
just to kind of appreciate the Google autofills for when I type in "is necrophilia." It starts as "is necrophilia illegal, a crime, a real thing,
Oh,
legal again, normal, legal in France,
normal.
Legal in France, guys.
legal in the U.S., allowed in Islam, and dangerous."
Is necrophilia dangerous?
Good night,
I don't.
fucking
I don't,
corpse.
I don't like the person that said, "Is necrophilia normal?" That was a
I've been
little bit
doing it a lot
unsettling.
lately, and,
like,
Nah, it's
um,
normal, then you know.
If you have to Google and ask if something's normal,
Maybe it's not.
Except,
You're
well,
a
I guess it's
fucking
always
idiot.
like, if you ever googling like why is, and it's like, and you're like, why is my computer on fire? But then like the autofills are all like, why is my shit green? Why is my shit purple? Why is my shit black? Why is my shit white? People are terrified of what their shit is like, and I can't blame them.
I mean, it's out of you at that point.
Yeah, but it's
So it's a
there's
little
more
bit
to
less
it though.
worry
It's like,
about.
why did it come out the way it did though?
Yeah, too
Didn't-
many
wait, hold on.
smoothies.
Wasn't there a Halloween Burger King event that
I don't
like
think it's the same.
turned people's
Anyway.
poop like green, like straight up like neon green?
I don't know why.
Yeah, it was like the black.
fuck,
It was
yeah,
like they used like
radioactive
squid ink.
fries.
What does
Hold on, let me find
Burger
it.
King have to do with green shit?
No.
I mean, like, why would
Because,
they
like-
choose green of all the colors?
No, they didn't. Their burgers were like black, and then
And-
everybody who ate it, their shit turned green, like a weird green color. Are you from JoJo's?
it's like a Muppet is sitting on your head.
Oh my god. Let me find it. I'll find it.
You look like some piece of shit vlogger.
Hey guys, it's your boy.
Wait.
Welcome to Daily Vlog
I'm
number
cutting.
275.
Hey, it's me, Casey Neistat. How you doing?
Yeah, the black Whopper would turn your poop green
Why would it not turn it black?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's Burger King anyway.
because it has
you know,
squid
just-
ink in it apparently, and
so
I guess it just digests all the colors except for green.
What?
I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a poopologist.
We need
Fuck
answers.
are you Don't stick your tongue out while you're doing that. That's weird. And all of you continue to stick your tongue out.
Once again, visual heavy podcast. this
just
week.
go on GoBicker.com/channel. Just you don't want to listen to this on audio. It's not going to be a good
Yeah.
time.
Not great.
I'm still on the camp though of zombies being undead. While it's not a decision I would make, if it was to happen on like say AMC's The Walking Dead, if someone was caught fucking a zombie, I don't know. I wouldn't say they're fucking a corpse, but it's
Insane.
an undead corpse. It's a reanimated, actually living again corpse.
They'll probably address that in the comments.
I mean, but
later
it's still a
Probably.
corpse.
Yeah, but we're
A corpse.
corpses.
So
I mean,
you're
don't you
telling
have to
me
be
if
dead to be a
somebody
corpse?
We're
has a heart
we're
attack?
pre-dead corpses.
Yeah,
Hold
but
on,
we're not
hold on.
corpses.
if somebody's
We're
like
people.
if somebody
a
has a
corpse
heart
happens when you
attack-
die.
and dies and then they come back like they get resuscitated, does that mean that they're a zombie technically because they came back from the dead?
Yes,
Does that mean if they get fucked afterwards, it's necrophilia?
I hope.
I hope. So you're agreeing that zombies, it is necrophilia to fuck them? From what I just said.
He's been backed into a corner, guys. What's he gonna do?
Will we actually see an opinion change on this episode?
He's gonna try to slay us through
The
it.
shittiest lightsaber I've ever owned, and I've owned a few.
I love it. It's
It's like
I've
it's
owned
only it has two things it's got to do. It's got to stay closed and it's got to open. And the way you open it is you just flick it around a lot, but it doesn't work half the time.
Like Harry Potter and his magic wand.
Even the Harry
I
Potter
think
glow up light up
something-
wand actually kind of worked.
I think if something's either dead or it's
Yeah.
alive but it's been rotting, it's necrophilia.
yeah. I think if it's like dead,
So it's like the
there's no
state
chance
of
bringing it
decay?
back.
I get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So-
if you're still decaying, you're not alive.
So if you want to
And
get it in
zombies
one last
still
time
decay.
before your wife goes 6 feet under, it's
Mhm.
fine because she's not that decayed. But if you went and dug her
No,
up
no,
a
no,
year
I
later,
said if you're dead. Also,
what
if you're decayed.
point does it become necrophilia?
Once they're dead.
yeah, okay,
yeah,
but
but
this is why the
what are we
question. This
talking
is where
about
the question
decay
comes
for,
in,
then?
though, where it's like, but what happens when they're undead? Because it's like,
But that's the thing. Because they came back to life, but they're already decayed. And
Yeah, but
that's
they're-
why I think
but
if
they're
they-
alive
if
again,
after
though.
they die. But they're still, like...
What if
there's-
you sprayed them with like some Febreze or something and then made them smell good?
But that makes it all better. You know?
And you
That
put
is
some,
so
and you put
much.
like a
Febreze
t-shirt
is
and
what really
pants
brings
on
it.
them, that like a new pair, not like a rotting pair.
Dude, that just reminded me. I never watched the movie, but I remember seeing CinemaSins of the movie, like that fucking zombie love movie. What was it called?
Warm
Warm
bodies.
bodies.
Hold on, fucking somebody came in my room.
Jesus Christ. Probably wondering what the.
Yeah, can we move this along? I gotta go pick up my parents at a party later on.
I gotta go file my
Fucking-
taxes.
Alright, I'm sorry, my
Right.
body's a douchebag.
I'm gonna
Hey, it's
die.
Warm bodies, because like him and the so much, but
Bring them
So-
on. Let's just
so-
have a five-way
yeah, have
podcast.
my brother.
Wait, how?
So the lady and the zombie dude, I assume they get it on. What the fuck is that? I don't know.
I mean, because he doesn't
But it's
seem
like
in that
they
movie. Yeah, he
flirt
doesn't.
a lot.
For your argument, he doesn't seem too horribly decayed. So
But he also can consent to stuff. That's another thing.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
How do you tell when a zombie still has like a conscience and emotions and stuff like that?
I don't think. Well, okay, but
I
that's,
don't
that's
think a
it.
zombie
It
does.
It depends on what zombiverse you're going into. Because
Yeah, that's what that was what I
Because-
was saying earlier with the like undead or disease thing. What? Because there's a lot of different kinds of
Yeah.
zombies out
That's
there.
well, I think
There's
we're
a
going
lot of different kinds of
zombies. I think if they call them infected or something not
Yeah.
zombies. I mean,
Like,
I
I'm
guess like with
assuming
the
we're
Walking
having
Dead
this
walkers,
conversation.
Yeah,
I'm
the Walking-
assuming
yeah.
like Walking Dead zombies.
Yeah, pretty much like Walking Dead zombies. Except though, there is things like Warm Bodies and iZombie and other.
Oh yeah,
what
where
was
they
the
are
names?
like sentient.
Yeah. Well, I
I'd
mean, and there are
say-
some zombie fucking going on iZombie. So
Yeah.
Oh no.
Is that what?
that's it.
Oh shit,
Is
my
it-
hair.
The,
wait,
the
oh, wait,
reason a lot
yeah.
of the time though humans and zombies don't fuck, but the main reason is because if a zombie fucks a human, then the human becomes a zombie as well. It's somehow if you
I'm
come,
sorry.
it
what?
transfers. I don't know the science, but
The exchange
Back
of
it up.
fluids.
So are you insinuating that zombieism is an STD?
according to
Yes.
iZombie, it is.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, that would make a lot of sense.
Would it? I don't understand.
Because if you like, I assume. All right, maybe not. But if like, say you have herpes, mouth herpes, all right, and you bite somebody, and you get your mouth herpes into their blood, then they have herpes.
You don't need
I
to,
see.
you don't need to go that far. My dad gave my
Really?
sister mouth herpes.
Back
Well, because okay, granted, it does sound a lot weird. Cold sores,
Back up.
cold sores are
I'm
mouth
out.
herpes,
Yeah,
and
I
merely
knew that.
sharing a cup at some point, if it hasn't
That's
been
true.
washed enough,
Yes.
will spread it. You know.
But that's like, I don't know. Herpes was the only thing that I could think of that would be in the mouth.
You think about herpes a lot, don't you?
I-
So
What?
I don't know. My phone's going.
How
off.
could you
Sorry.
not?
Good God.
How could you not think about herpes?
Herpes
all the time?
is. It's the
like-
title of my new movie, Herpes Fully Loaded.
Oh wait, like
Herpes fully loaded.
aren't some STDs like if you get your saliva in somebody's
are.
blood, can't they like get that STD?
You know, I would.
I don't know how
I have no
STDs
idea.
work. Is
I
it
don't- I
AIDS
don't
or
know either.
HIV? I feel like fuck.
I feel like fuck.
Kids aren't
STD
supposed to say that.
I feel like I just don't know that much about STDs.
No, I don't.
So that says a lot about our educational system in America.
Damn straight.
He's getting more angry at it. That's what makes it better.
By the end of the night, he's just gonna smash it against the wall.
I can't wait to see that go through that wall in the background in the last 30
And someone
minutes
just
of the
pokes their
show.
head through.
Oh God, I hope no one pokes their head through. I mean, that's my actual real bed right there. God.
You mean that's not a fake prop bed?
No, this is
Whoa!
this shit is not a set. It's real. Believe it. Oh,
I'm at my safe house, so it's not...
Unbeknownst to you guys, I'm on set right now. Every single podcast I go to a set.
Like, which set are you in? Are you like at the half
I'm on-
one in the Carolinas, or are you in the half one in Minnesota?
The Minnesota one definitely. Come for you, cartooner. I don't think he can.
Are you trying to strangle
I
yourself?
don't even
with
know.
cord?
Yeah, this isn't the way to hang yourself, buddy.
I can't figure out how to tie your
I would
noose.
be really happy if he couldn't hear us right now. Oh wait, no, he can. He's just not next to his microphone. I didn't know it was still plugged in.
He can still yell at us. He just chooses not to. So
Cartooner,
good,
that's-
our podcast host is
that's
dead.
not
So we
the
lost
way.
another. We
That
lost
would be
another
really
episode.
funny if somebody tuned in right then.
Oh, for Christ's sake!
Did you check the audio this time, Cartoner?
Back from the dead. It's your boy. God, what is that line?
It's the dead lights.
It's like I'm in a headlights. That's better.
The face
Anyway.
you're making.
Okay,
I got a question for you guys.
hold your horses, bud. I need to make sure
I
that
we
Hold
should
your
settle
horse.
this
It was just
necrophilia
an
thing.
Grab onto that there horse. Hold it in place. We don't have our answer.
Yes, it should audio. As far as I can tell, it's fine.
It damn well better be.
It fucking better be.
Yes, we-
This is the best audio episode. We can't lose the audio.
Yeah, exactly. If we don't,
I don't know. We
But-
have the best visuals. I mean,
it
Best
would
makeup
be
goes to
sort of
Cartoner.
funny to release an audio absent episode. Well, that's just this shit, and it really wouldn't make
You
any
guess
sense.
what's going on.
just assume.
They'd fucking see you hang yourself.
What the fuck?
Halfway through the episode, it's just okay. That just happened.
Yeah, no. The thing is that my room is definitely not suicide friendly. Unfortunately,
Is it like one of
What?
the safe rooms?
if I was hanging from the ceiling, I'd be on the floor still. You know.
It's like that scene where the guy tries to hang himself, and like the cord just snaps and he falls to the ground.
It's not even. No, I
My
wouldn't
room
e-
isn't
I wouldn't even.
suicide
I wouldn't even have
God
enough
bless
opportunity
America.
to have the cord snap. I would still be standing. It'd be tied to the ceiling, and I'd be like just standing with a.
So you've got like a little hobbit hole, is what you're trying to
Oh
say.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I have a really tall friend, and if he ever comes in here, he's kind of like, let's walk around.
hunched over.
Why the fuck is your room so small?
It's in a basement.
God, don't you know? That's where they put the short people.
Wait, how tall are you, Cartooner?
Are you our next midget?
How tall am I? I don't know. Y'all have
You not
any of you guys
know.
have a tape measure? I don't know.
Yeah.
I got
I'll
like
send it to you in the mail.
Yeah, cool.
I got a billy club. That's all I have.
Billy Club.
Are you actually fucking looking for your tape recorder? Tape recorder, tape measure.
Tape recorder.
I got a tape recorder too somewhere.
October 28th, 2017.
He comes out to
5'7".
he comes out to 6 minutes and 32 seconds.
Yeah,
I got you.
I don't
There you
know.
go.
I'm probably like 3'9".
Hey, that's enough to measure my height.
Nah, that's too long.
My lightsaber's better.
Oh, first time!
Oh my god.
Now are the lights. This
God,
video
this
lights.
You know,
it
maybe
gets worse every
I don't
episode.
know. Maybe what I should do this episode is I'm not gonna. This would be. But if I had weeks to do it, or just more than a couple days, I would go through and key every frame, and then every time the lightsaber is out, I'd put an effect over it.
Oh my god.
Wait, it wouldn't take too horribly long-ish, I guess.
But we got to get this out on
but
Halloween.
yeah,
That's
but
what
way
matters.
longer than we have, so I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, we've only got like 2 days to do this.
Yeah.
We're already like 40 minutes behind because Maya.
It's fine.
And
No.
fucking an extra 10 minutes because you decided to shit talk me and then get a drink.
Well, I mean, you were 10 minutes
Like-
past the
At
time
least
you
you
said you were gonna be back.
People
That's
are gonna be
true.
home.
But I said
in
half
30
an hour
minutes.
or so.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's
don't know.
broad. I didn't want my drink to get cold like last time, Maya.
yeah,
I like her
it
warm.
was it was a very broad
off.
amount of time.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like my drinks hot,
That's
alright?
true. Alright. I will admit
enjoy
that.
my tea being rather chilly
I
and
only like to drink water when it's a little warmer than room temperature.
I like just
Like
2
100
steps below
degrees.
boiling.
I
God bless
like it when
America.
it hurts everything. When I drink
Yeah, it's like whenever you eat the pizza rolls and they scorch the top of your tongue. That's
Oh,
how I like my.
My
that's how I
favorite
like my
thing is when
water.
you're eating pizza rolls and you take a bite and it squirts onto the side of your mouth.
Oh God, no!
Love it.
Ah.
I
That's-
love the
that's
searing
painful.
pain and misery
It's just
for that few seconds. I love it.
and then you just kind of have to scream because and it's not like a yelling scream. It's just kind of like a oh.
Actually, a lot of the time, I'll do a little reenactment. It's like I'm just kind of like and just kind of trying to get it all off. It's just kind of a right. Everything just kind of tenses up. So
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
fucking a zombie is necrophilia.
no,
Yeah, I do too.
mm,
You're 3 against 1, buddy.
I still win.
It's
But you can't win getting that lightsaber out.
Oh, my boy. I think you've loosened it.
That's probably true.
Come.
Yeah. You kind of just
Yes.
smack it enough, and it comes off.
Yeah, he worked the shaft.
Yeah, you gotta play with the shaft a little bit.
I'm uncomfortable. What's the next question? Oh no!
Bum, bum,
No.
wow. Anyway,
The sexy Halloween special.
I should stop putting my YouTube channel on my resumes. Maybe I can get a job that way.
I don't know. That's how you got to work at a train museum.
I don't work there. I just volunteer there. It's worse.
Oh,
It's actually
God.
that's the best decision I've ever made because it gives me a dedicated like few hours every week where I'm like, all right, I have nothing else to do but homework, and now I'm doing the best I've ever done. So
and I'm still failing.
hey,
good job.
Woohoo!
Priorities.
All you kids in your school. So,
Yahoo, give it.
it is time for our favorite section of the podcast. Yahoo!
It's not my favorite.
Section. It's my favorite because it's my section. You
Dun,
can
dun,
suck
dun,
my dick.
dun, dun.
So this week we have a question coming to us from Jason. He's been a member since 2014, so he's a Yahoo Answers veteran. He asks, and I quote, "How to practically use spy gear as a 19-year-old?" So I'm 19, and I have always, in some regard, been fascinated by spy gear. I have recently got some extra money, and I would be ecstatic about spending $500 to $1,000 on a bunch of
my
different
God.
spy items.
Yeah, extra spending money.
The
Just a
issue
little extra.
is that I don't know how I could make this stuff practical. Let me know if you have any ideas.
Now,
Uh-huh.
I'm not that familiar with spy gear.
As you
Items.
should be.
I should be a little.
You need to be more as you know, a small child.
bit.
You're
As an
supposed to
infant-
know spy
As an
gear.
infant baby, I should. Is some of the spy gear stuff like? Oh, they had like little cars with cameras on it, right?
Yeah, no, listen, the thing with spy gear, just any sort of spy gear, none of it's practical. It's all just like blown out, over the top, insane shit. You know, that's why it's
Yeah.
like
Watch with-
millions of
watch with
dollars
the
and the government
laser.
builds it.
World's smallest cameras.
Yeah, you get tiny little expensive cameras, but you know, as a 19-year-old, I mean,
I'm envisioning
you're gonna
like
look at
vision
tits with them.
goggles.
I mean,
I mean, yeah,
all,
that's
what
all the
you're
spy
supposed
gear
to
is
do.
going to how can I
End of the
see
day.
all the tits?
Yeah, I mean that's the only thing a 19-year-old
But
child
here's the
thinks.
thing.
Yeah, you're not
Where can you-
going on a James Bond world-saving mission. You're just gonna go tits.
How can you use your spy gear stuff to look at the titties that aren't family titties?
Well,
There
you
are
have all
more
sorts of spy gear. You can go.
titties.
wherever
Yeah,
want.
you can. I mean, I'm
But
assuming
again,
if you have $500 to $1,000 to blow on spy gear items, you also have the money to go places other than where your family is.
No, I mean
Yeah,
like
You
and
buy a
or
lockpick.
at the
I-
very least
I
a
still-
car. You know, like
I
Yeah.
still don't know what the spy gear items are, so I'm still going with that fucking
Just spy gear in general.
Yeah.
RC racer car with a camera on it. But like,
Let's
Like,
Let's- let's-
when-
I'm
let's-
thinking like
like-
high tech lock picks, like one of those like lockpick guns. Is that a thing? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Oh
where
yeah,
you just go
yeah.
bap in a lockpick. They're like
Like
you
I
know,
said,
shit like
watches
that.
with lasers, camera
it's like,
glasses.
did you-
Yeah,
gonna-
camera
when you-
glasses. That'd be sick as fuck.
The only time you're gonna see titties is when you're going into somebody's house.
Yeah, no,
And if
you
they
no,
don't
no, no.
want you in there,
Definitely.
that's breaking and
No,
entering.
Oh,
the
yeah, no,
idea of using the spy gear is to not be detected
Yeah.
when you're
That's
looking, because
true.
you're being
But-
a spy.
yeah.
Spies aren't supposed to be detected.
Yeah, you're not
Come on.
detected, but it is definitely creepy
Yeah.
and definitely illegal. But
Oh yeah.
what else? What else are you
I
gonna
mean,
do
a
with
lot
that
of
at
the
that
things
age?
that
That's
you're
what I'm
gonna
thinking
do
of.
with spy gear is probably going to be creepy and illegal.
At
I mean,
19,
That's true.
you're at that age, cartooner. You can tell what else you're gonna do.
So yeah, cartooner, what
Yeah,
would you
tits.
do? Speaking as our resident, that's
That's
what you're gonna do.
tits. Yeah.
Just boobs.
Just movies.
I mean, I don't blame you.
Bubbles.
I use it for good.
Actually, I will say I wouldn't. I don't think I'd break into someone's house. I would probably just set it up in weird places in public.
Go to the locker room.
People watching, but from afar, you'd have it just
People
remote back to your
watching
computer.
for the next generation. High tech people watching. High tech
Yeah.
creeping.
I like to think you're just sitting there in your spy van, your $1,000 spy van. with all
What
your-
it would be is there'd be a very obvious camera on the ceiling and me going like this.
Yeah.
Just right, like free ice cream on the side of the truck or something like that.
I'm not trying to abduct children. Jesus. Good
You gotta make it
lord.
look inconspicuous.
So we know what
You gotta make it look
Black Ops
inconspicuous.
is gonna do with this spike here. He's gonna abduct children in a sketchy white van.
God.
Watch out, Maya.
You know it.
Oh no! Not me.
Oh.
Nah, I'm
no.
not going up to Maine. They know me up there.
We don't believe in
It's
Maine
not
on
even
this
real
Oh,
though.
no.
Anyway,
That was
so-
real.
That's true.
Yeah, it's not real.
Yeah, we debunked
The
that
secret
myth.
about Maine is that it's underwater and we're all actually lobsters. Everybody that lives in that
You see any
quote,
trees
unquote,
lately?
lives
Yeah.
in Maine.
Lobsters.
They're
Yeah,
lobsters.
makes sense. I get that.
Lobster people. It's like lizard people, but with lobsters and claws
Yeah.
and crustaceates.
Snip snip.
Is crustaceates a word?
It is now.
I'm surprised you can
It's
say
like
that
bungle.
considering
It's
how
just like
long it is.
Burgle.
Hey, I can say words sometimes.
But you can't read them. Right, sorry.
Oh, I can say words
Oh,
all day
that's a
long.
word
Don't
that
ask
you
me to read them.
read.
It was some weird word that people do
It
not
was
normally
not
say
a
in
weird word.
conversation.
It was.
It was.
What was it? Was.
It was a C
Um,
word. Hold on.
Yeah, it's at the very end of the video. Go look it up. It was.
Yeah.
It was like.
It was. I mean, it
like
wasn't a hard
peruse or
word.
something like that.
Hold on, I want to see. It's a great video, by the way. It's only got 8 views, and if you haven't watched it by now, it's Bird Browse, Dream
Does
Daddy
it
Gameplay.
still only have 8 views? That really upsets me.
Damn it! I am spreading the word around to watch our podcast.
No, not the podcast. But this is specifically the Dream Daddy video.
Precocious.
Oh,
Precocious.
Precocious.
How often do you see the word precocious?
I mean, not often,
In
but
literature.
I know how to fucking read. You know.
I
I don't remember what
I don't
I
see.
just
I don't
don't know.
often see anti-disestablishmentarianism or whatever the word is.
Yeah, that's a great.
I could still read it if I saw it on a piece of paper.
Could you?
Yeah, let me look it up. I can't say it because I don't remember. It's a very long word. This is
You said it pretty much right, yeah.
disestablishment in the no. Okay, see, my tongue can't do it.
Ha!
My tongue can't do it.
Suck
But
it.
granted, that's the longest word in the English language, not precocious. You know,
Listen,
let's.
I think I
okay.
said precautious or
Most
something like that. It wasn't that far
commonly
off. It was not that far off.
mispronounced words. Let's do this. Let's do this shit. Okay, Forte,
Accident.
daylight
Send me
savings
this
time.
list, and I will read the
Electoral.
words.
Hold on.
Mischievous.
Forte and daylight savings time?
For whatever reason, daylight savings time is the second most mispronounced word according to this list from
Say light saving time.
Hello
Shit.
Giggles. What the fuck?
Hello, giggles.
Nuclear.
Hello,
No.
Giggles.
Oh, see, nuclears. That's a okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
Nuclear?
George Bush couldn't do that
My,
one.
my tongue doesn't like that word very much either. Let me just
Most
just-
mispronounced. Yeah, nuclear.
Nope.
Nuclear.
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 I've heard
Yeah.
people pronounce it several different ways.
Often. Realtor. Sherbet.
Often.
Sherbert.
Nope. Sherbet.
I think
It's
I think
sherbet.
some of them are
Sherbet.
like
I have never heard anyone pronounce it sherbet.
like
Sherbet.
location wise, like
Is the R
often.
silent?
Oh.
Oh, and like some people pronounce
Electoral.
fucking
No,
can't remember what the word is now.
Mischievous.
Affidavit. Alzheimer's. Antarctic.
Mischievous?
No,
Mischievous.
Mischievous. Oh, okay.
Oh, I
Some of
found
these
this- I
seem
found
like
this
more
list.
like regional
people don't
dialects
know.
than how you
Word-
say words.
Yeah, words can.
Yeah, exactly.
Nuclear
You pronounced it wrong.
versus
Like
nuclear.
Forte.
Often.
Nuclear.
Duh. Only fucking morons say often.
Often.
So I bet-
Ew.
Often.
You say
Everybody.
often?
Yeah, often.
Often.
It's often.
How do you pronounce it?
Normally, I
Often
say
T
it,
is
like,
silent, y'all.
rather
It
with
even
a
says
D.
here,
It
the
is
T
not.
is silent, y'all.
No, it isn't.
Y'all.
Does it say
Y'all.
y'all right next to it?
It does.
Hello
It actually
Giggles
does.
is the premier place to
Yeah.
learn languages.
y'all.
Realtor,
The T is
Zoology.
silent,
sherbet,
y'all. Zoology?
zoology,
Rowling.
Zooey mama.
zoology.
Apparently it's rolling.
rolling,
Seuss.
Wait, rowling or rolling, roll. Okay, well, what the fuck? is it?
Rowley.
I always thought it was
Uh,
Rowling.
Okay, that's it. That's the end of the list.
Yeah, let's see if I can. 31 more common good housekeeping.
who's-
Goodhousekeeping.com brings us 31.
Soyce? You see,
word
It's not Seuss.
you
It's
were-
Soyce.
I still say it's Seuss. not
Dr.
Seuss.
Dr. Seuss.
Hey, it's
Oh, I
me,
see
Dr.
a
Soyce.
Soyce.
I'm here to eat your children.
Dr. Soyce.
Sounds like a sketchy TV doctor. It's like Doctor. It's first on is Dr. Phil.
Then there's Dr. Soyce.
Eh.
He's kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
how Carson Daly is on at what, like 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
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 yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Old timers disease. Who says
Sure.
old timers disease?
Alzheimer's disease.
Wait, people say old timers disease?
Yeah, instead of Alzheimer's.
What the fuck?
Apparently,
Remember, guys, it's old timers.
Arctic
Architect?
versus
Man,
Arctic
Merriam-Webster's
versus
got some-
Arctic.
Oh,
Merriam-Webster's got some crazy stuff going on here.
Axe versus ask. That seems like
Ask.
that seems like it's being a little
That-
prejudiced
Axe is
towards
just-
a particular set of people who it's just. But okay.
I had an
Barbiturate.
English teacher that argued with a
literally
particular
the
set
same
of
thing.
people about that once.
Bob wire versus barbed wire. See, again, that seems like it's making fun of like dialects and
Yeah.
and accents and whatnot. Because if someone goes barbed wire, and they're like,
Barbed wire.
actually,
It's barbed wire, you idiot.
it's barbed wire, you dumb
Well,
liberal.
it's supposed to be barbed wire though because it's got barbs on it. You
Right,
don't have
wait,
bobs.
okay, wait. The next one is
Well, you don't fucking say like in Massachusetts. People say car, not car.
Yeah,
well,
but we don't believe in
actually,
people
it's
from
car.
Massachusetts.
And they're like, get the
Car.
fuck out of here.
Yeah, get out of here.
So the next one, on the list I'm looking at, is business instead of saying business.
That's just people being
Business.
stupid.
That's
Yeah.
not a real thing. People
That's
joke
not a
about
real
that.
word. People
No
say
one-
that jokingly.
Yeah,
I don't
so-
believe in
so
the
I-
word business. It's business. You dumb whores.
Cavalry versus cavalry.
Picture.
Wait, what?
It says, don't say cavalry, say cavalry.
Show
Oh
me.
wait,
Copy paste.
No, wait.
Are you
What,
sure?
yeah, what
Oh.
is this page that you are
Is
on?
it
Mike?
cavalry?
I'm reading it wrong. It says don't say cavalry. Do say cavalry. So I
Cavalry,
guess I do
yeah.
say that wrong. I put that
Yeah.
extra L in the front there.
How the fuck did we get here from spy gear?
Because we're
don't
all
say.
illiterate.
Illiterate, right?
But how did illiteracy come up? I don't.
We were talking about Dream
I
Daddy.
can't remember. How did the Dream Daddy come up though?
I don't fucking remember.
Goodbye, Black Ops.
Yours did that.
Mine-
Anyhow, yeah,
Yours
your
black.
didgeridoo blacked
on my
out.
screen, it didn't. Don't say clothes. Say clothes.
I'm not gonna say clothes. I'm gonna say clothes.
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 Close the
Clothes.
Clothes.
Cloth is.
Clothes.
Colossus.
I
Shadow of the Colossus.
I think that what people do with their spy gear is dependent on the situation they're in. I think.
Yeah.
I don't think when let's say we'll go with Mr. Bond as an example. I don't think he
Mr.
receives his spy
Bond.
gear and he goes, I know exactly what I'm gonna do with this shit.
Time to.
Titties.
You know,
It's time to
All right.
seize
The reason why he doesn't is because he can see titties without the spy gear.
I
Well,
mean,
that's
yeah.
true. I wasn't even.
Crushing
I was
major
wasn't
boss.
even referring to titties in general at that
Oh.
point. I was thinking more. Of
I
the
mean,
fact
yeah,
that,
he just
like,
kinda
he
gets
doesn't
it,
know what's
like-
gonna happen at the end of the
Yeah.
movie when he starts
Mhm.
at the start of the movie.
They just kind of give him the gear. It's like you may need this.
yeah,
But the
and he's
problem
like,
is,
well,
this is just
sure enough, I
19
do.
We,
So,
we don't know this dude's purpose.
Oh.
exactly. We don't
I'm
know.
assuming though
we
because
don't
he is
know
19.
the life this rich
Boobs.
boy lives, and we
That's
don't
true.
know the kind of things he'll need.
What
from
if
those
fucking
people.
Howard
he's done.
Stern is the Bond villain to this
Howard
guy?
Stern.
Yeah, well then he
Howard-
probably all he
We're
needs
gonna
is
get
like
sued, Maya.
all he needs is like a quarter and some like bubble gum. Build a set like a cool trap.
Puts the
and
bubble gum.
he'll stick a quarter, put a little gum on the bottom, stick it to the ground, and Howard Stern will be like,
Howard Stern will be there
look.
forever.
You
look,
fucking
I catch
monster.
this quarter on the ground. It appears to be stuck, and he'll die there. Yeah. So
You
God,
monster.
we need more of that. We need
Yeah,
to
one
get
day.
episode 2 out.
Yeah.
When's that coming?
I haven't even
Arriving.
thought of that yet. I've been
Oh, you haven't even
It's
started
been-
yet?
no. It's what I keep thinking about is the fact that I really want to do Fallout, and now I kind of also sort of want to do Skyrim as well, and I kind of want to do The Sims, and there's another one that I don't remember.
GTA
But-
5?
No, not GTA 5. You keep bringing that up, and it's not what I'm thinking.
Brought up once.
No, you've brought it up a couple times.
I don't remember that.
Well, I do.
Oh man, you're not the one who has the mind of an 80-year-old woman. Or the memory of one.
You want to go?
Oh my god.
I want to see that in
God.
slow motion.
I really want you to make a gif of the one earlier.
I think I might just make a whole Kylo Ren video. Quite frankly.
Yeah, please do.
Um,
even though you've just snapped the mask in half.
Well, I mean,
The Star Wars kid.
as all Star Wars aficionados know, Kylo Ren's mask is made of Velcro, and it has, or not made of Velcro, it has a Velcro.
It's
bit in the middle.
entirely Velcro.
It's made of some weak plastic.
That's why every base in Star Wars is purely metal, because Velcro doesn't really stick to that.
They hate the lint. It's really bad on the lint. He walks around, he's got little white fluff balls stuck to the side of his head.
This thing's so fucking huge, though. Look at it. Look at it next to my. I have a giant head, and this thing looks giant next to it.
Smaller. My trash can.
Look at this shit. It's huge.
It's pretty big. Oh,
All right.
gonna try and reassemble
He's
it
attempting
now.
to reassemble it.
On air. Oh,
You just
You
kind
gotta
of
do
wedge it
the redneck.
together. Hope for the best.
You gotta do the redneck solution, cartooner,
duct tape.
and
What do you
Gorilla
mean?
Glue.
It's fucking done, boy.
Oh,
I was carving pumpkins earlier today, and I fucked it up, and I just used Gorilla Glue to fix it. On an actual
I'm
pumpkin.
proud.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
God, that's another video. God, we should do it. We should all do TED Talk videos, but it's all.
Oh God, yes.
But it's just
No.
like
Yes.
it's very obviously on green screens, and it's
I will.
very
Oh, yeah,
poorly
I'll
keyed.
bust, I will bust out my green screen and make a very
That'll
bad
have
TED
green
Talk.
Hey, yeah, I'll even edit it.
I'll
Um,
go
you?
down.
I'm game. I'll do a TED Talk on Fallout 4. How about that?
And people will be like crying in the audience, and you're like, "This
yeah.
shit is
Listen.
whack, yo."
Todd Howard.
This is a TED Talk. on the
Todd
Charles
Howard is
game.
a Nazi
Toontown.
confirmed.
Todd Howard.
And
hates
Oh God, I
me
want to do this
in
People
now.
my
are like
pocket.
crying, and they stand up and they give you a huge round of applause.
And then at the end, it just has cartooner just like whipping out the lightsaber.
Thank you for
Next
coming
time.
to my TED Talk.
Whoosh.
It's like a magic trick. It's like it goes down closed and it comes up open. Kind of incredible.
Come here, my pet Russian. I have a drink for you.
God.
The,
What's our
Your
next
the
topic?
wonders
next
of modern
topic
science. Ugh.
is
Hey, give us your weirdest fear. I actually want to start though.
oh shit. Oh,
I've got
remember this.
two. Okay, so I don't know when or why I developed this fear, but in this it's kind of gone away considering this doesn't happen anymore. But at least during K through 12 school, whenever there's a fire drill, I made sure that they're like don't bring anything with you because your shit doesn't matter in a fire. I'm like fine, but I'm bringing a pencil because what'll happen if I don't is someone will kidnap me and they'll want me to write my name, and if I don't have a writing utensil,
this sounds
cut
like a
off my-
bad dream.
they'll cut off my fingers and make me write my name in blood.
This sounds like a
Fuck,
this sounds like a
cartooner.
dream you're describing to me.
Nope.
It really
this
does.
was a thought that went through my head every fire drill from like probably
What is
7th grade
wrong with
till I
you?
graduated.
What the
Just at
fuck?
graduation, you're thinking,
I'm
Oh,
like,
shit,
thank
man,
God
I'm
that
free,
I was never
I'm
kidnapped
free.
and had to write my name with my blood.
During a fire drill, that's that's when all the people go out and abduct the children from the schools.
Listen,
is during a fire drill
it's-
because there's no witnesses around when
No,
the
I
entire
know.
school's outside of the
It's-
building.
It's probably it's honestly more irrational than that dumb fucking log thing. But
Yeah, but it's not as dumb.
It's a thought that went
It's
through
so
my head
specific.
every time. I know.
Yeah.
It's incredibly specific, and it's very bizarre. And like I said, not based in anything. Like at least Maya,
No.
when you had your log thing, like you just like you
Yeah.
were little and you were in a river and you saw a log and it kind of just changed your life or some shit.
Freaking me
I
out,
never
dude.
had an experience where I had to write anything outside. I don't know where
You never
it
had
came
an
from.
experience where you were abducted and someone cut your fingers off
No,
and made you
I've never
write
even been close to being
your name in
abducted.
blood?
I am the least abductible kid in America.
You were the poster child
Me,
for not being
cartooner, the
abducted.
least deductible kid in America. You're what they put on the orange juice container.
this is not who you want to steal.
If you want him, you can
If
have
you-
him. He's
This
he's
is not
open.
the kid
He's
you're
available.
looking for.
Um,
Nobody's tried it yet.
and then my second one is also equally as ridiculous.
Oh God.
I'm scared of mind readers.
Okay, that one's kind of valid. I've got that. I've got
Really?
that
I
thought
have
every
to
now
know
and again.
Because I
I'm
don't
not
think anyone knows how
scared
to
of
read
them.
minds, and I'm
not-
terrified
I
that
don't
someone
either,
could read my
but-
mind.
Yeah, because I think about
Like
a lot of
every
really
day.
weird stuff during the day, and like there's some moments where it's just like what I'm thinking about. It's like I could probably be arrested if I said these words out loud.
What the
But it's
fuck?
Yeah, but is it like
Okay.
a fear though? Because I'm like, holy shit, what if someone could read my
yeah, it's
mind?
kind of one of those
right
where
now?
it's like
And I think
hope no
about
one's
it
reading my mind.
very frequently.
I get
Give him a fake address.
I don't get like I'm not scared of it, but sometimes I think like, oh shit, what if somebody can read my mind? And then I just start like having an imaginary conversation with if somebody could read my mind.
What I do,
just go like, hey, how's it going?
what I do is I start saying really vulgar things and see who reacts.
Penis.
So if I'm like, you dumb fucking cunt, you know what you did, and else I see someone gonna go,
you,
and I'm like, you're the mind reader.
Oh my god.
I try to weed them out, but then I'm like, wait, shit, if they're a mind reader, they probably got some like government training to not react. Shit, it could still be anyone. So,
oh man,
Jesus
it's
Christ,
terrifying.
it's
Though. It's a rough life I live, being scared of the dumbest things.
yeah, you're special. You're a special child.
Oh no, that's not too terrible.
Oh, okay, but
well,
think about
that's
this though.
not too terribly bad.
Like the idea of it's a fire. Okay, going back, to the first one, it's a fire drill. The idea of like the school could be on fire, and I'm not scared of the fire. I'm scared of what if I have to
Being
write
abducted.
my fucking name in blood?
I mean, that's pretty understandable. You could never
No,
make
it's
a deal
not.
with the devil.
Do not try to normalize it. It's not understandable.
No,
it's very weird.
No, it's understandable that you don't want to have somebody cut your fingers off and make you write
But
a.
the,
Yeah,
the
but the-
circumstances leading up to it,
Yeah,
that's fucking weird.
the very specific circumstances
Also,
leading up to that weird
the
thing.
abductors wanting him to write his name in general.
Yeah, they just want me to write my
Just
name,
'cause.
and if I have a pencil, I could just write my name, and it's fine. But if not, oh boy.
Even if they offer you a pencil, you're like, no.
No, that's the thing. In this scenario, they would never offer. It would be like
No,
pencil,
they
pen,
don't.
or finger.
They're like, okay, we got the paper, we got
Not
the duct
even a
tape, we got
crayon.
the
If,
kid.
if you have a crayon,
We're
there's no
forgetting
crayon.
something,
Well,
but
I
I
guess,
can't
yeah.
remember what
I
it
have to have
is.
some sort of a writing utensil. I don't know. It's a weird
Yeah.
fucking fear. Anyway, so those are my weirdest fears. Whoever's next can go.
I guess
So,
I'll go.
there you
My fear is you know how like you go into like a Walmart or something. My
I
fear
too
is
am
that
scared of
there's
Walmarts.
Yes, yes, I have an irrational fear of Walmarts.
It's not irrational. I don't know.
The second one is the fact that there's gonna be like only one register open, and I'm gonna be at the back of the line. I have to wait like 3 hours.
You have
It's a fear?
Fear?
Wait,
You're
That's really
scared?
it's
That you're-
really something that
that
makes
you're-
me nervous. It's like I don't really want to do this.
That you're like in line, or that you're the only register and you're the cashier.
Yeah. I'm the
No,
only
I said
cashier open.
or. There's not a
Yeah,
yak. It's not.
he's the only
Why do people
cashier.
keep doing this to me? I asked
I
the
don't know.
yes or no or and or, and then people go yes.
Whenever-
It's like,
Yes.
no.
Whenever people do that, I
That's
just
cartooner's other irrational
Option
fear.
number 2, I'm the only
Yeah.
register open, and there's like a line that goes all the way out the door.
I think you just close the register and walk away.
Like, you know what?
It's like,
Minimum
my
wage
problem
is
today.
not worth this. Yeah, I get that. It
That's
is-
a lot of
it is-
talking to
It
me.
definitely does fit the thing of weird fears. So
It's pretty weird. So I don't have a weird fear so much as I have a weird story regarding why I have a fear, and that's I'm claustrophobic, and the story behind why I'm claustrophobic is because when I was little, like 4 years old, I was
You're
rolling
afraid of Santa Claus.
yes, I met Santa Claus, and he put me in a van and cut my fingers off and made me write blood, my name in blood, and it was I was rolling around on my parents' bed, and I grabbed the blanket and rolled in the blanket, and I'd unroll in the blanket, and I rolled in the blanket, and eventually I rolled enough to where I fell off the bed. In like the 2-foot area between the bed and the wall, and bear in mind I'm rolled up like a burrito now
yeah,
in this like really thick down comforter.
Oh my
My mother, who was on the other side of the room or on the other side of the house, could not hear me calling for help. So for like 20 minutes, I was stuck there on the floor, wriggling around like
You're just gonna
a
freak me out.
caterpillar in a cocoon.
That's
Wriggling around, screaming.
I can imagine when she just like walks in the room and she's just seeing like this swarm.
and I'm sure if you were little, you were crying too, right?
Oh yeah, I was losing my mind, and I'm just like wriggling around. And she comes in like, "What is wrong with you?" I'm like, "I made myself into a burrito. Help!" And ever since then, it's like if I get into a really tight space, it's like, "Oh boy, not the burritos, not again."
Oh.
That just reminded me of something. I don't have a fear of. I don't have claustrophobia, but it fucking reminded me of when I was like 6 or 7, and then our old couch had like one of those pull-out, beds,
Mm-hmm.
And my brother and we used to have a lot of fun, just lying on the bed watching TV.
A lot of
And
fun.
one day, yeah. Well, it's because like it was less boring than just on the couch. But so my brother one day fucking like I was laying on the bed and my brother put it back into the couch. And so so I was I was in the bed in the couch, and then he put the pillowcases back, the cushions back on, and then I was like, "Okay, Marcus, that's enough. It's time
That's enough.
to stop." And so he was like, "Fine," and he took the pillow cushion or the cushions out or off, and then he tried lifting the bed, but he couldn't get it because it was stuck. Because he did it.
Because you're not meant to put humans in the bed and fold it back into the couch.
Oh no.
So he like started crying because he was like 7, and I'm like, because he didn't want to tell my dad that he locked
Dad,
in the
I
couch.
got stuck in the
Gee,
couch.
son, where's Maya? And you just hear mom. I like to imagine like 2 hours later, they're sitting on the couch, and your dad looks over like, "So where's Maya?" And all you hear is,
Oh my god! I forgot that happened, and you telling your burrito story.
you had that memory
It
repressed.
was like a repressed.
I don't think I've ever been stuck before. Like, just in general,
It's
let
not
alone in a
great. Even
weird
now.
spot like that.
It's
Being stuck is like the
it's
worst feeling.
not
in the
great.
world.
I don't even know what's
You panic
claustrophobic. Just
so
the feeling of
fast.
being stuck. Not so much
Oh, it sucks.
claustrophobia as it is just being stuck somewhere is what I
Yeah.
don't like.
It's
I've
almost
always
Because,
just
like,
said
I was-
like
claustrophobia.
sitting on a beanbag and you feel like it's just gonna like absorb.
Well, not
you.
just like basically becoming a human burrito. It's not
Yeah,
something
or
I
being
ever wanna
stuck in
do
a couch.
before.
No,
It's
But it's
something I
like-
never want to do again.
Have I told the story about the swim class in middle school?
No.
I don't know, but I want you
a,
to.
a game we played one day. No?
I think
Okay.
I remember you
Mm-mm.
talking
I-
about.
I feel like I brought it up before.
I feel like somebody
I
told
think I have.
a story about swimming.
Well, either
I
way,
don't know. Tell it again.
I'll regale you with the tale.
We've finally
Um,
reached the point in the podcast where we can retell stories without
Yes.
realizing we've already told them.
So I don't know. I don't remember what the game was called, but the idea was, like we set up, like those paddle board things that you can kind of like use to help you swim.
Yeah.
Kind of like little
Yeah.
foam boards.
Yeah.
Those are set up on either side of the shallow end of the pool, and the idea was you'd have everyone. There's a bunch of balls around. You're supposed to knock over the other team's boards. But there was an additional rule that if you had the ball, people could dunk you.
Oh God!
So
Oh no.
there's a bunch of
what kind of ghetto middle school did you go
It's
to?
very ghetto middle school. No one believes
okay
me
to
about this,
drown
by
the
the
other
way. I don't
children.
even know if people in the class believe me that it happened. So maybe it didn't. But
Memories. Were
I very much
repressed.
remember where I had the ball, and this one
I
kid
just-
who I knew didn't like me and I didn't like them. He saw me with the ball. I'm like, well, fuck. so I got rid of the ball, but he's like, I thought he had the ball, clunk, and so
Oh,
he's
God.
like trying to fucking drown me. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I'm just like,
No.
throwing punches and kicks wherever I can get. I think I hit him at some point. I don't know. Either way, I knew at some point then I was back up. But very dumb idea for a game, especially with a bunch of
Oh yeah, that does
middle
not sound
schoolers.
healthy.
Middle schoolers.
So
So I guess I've never been stuck, but I've had an attempt on my
you've
life.
been almost drowned in school,
Yeah.
but you've never been burritoed. You should try it sometime, and it opens up all
No,
kinds of
I
new
definitely
doors.
have been burrito, just never stuck in a corner wiggling, crying.
I was sitting here. Oh, it was horrible. I interspersed real quick. I was sitting here. I've got my notifications tab up on Twitter.
Mhm.
All of a sudden, it just says 5 new notifications.
I
It
see
doesn't even.
him is
It doesn't
back.
even. It says 5 new notifications. It's doing them in batches of 5 now.
It's like there's too many.
It's just
Holy
like
shit, there's already
these
10. Oh
kids.
my god.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, the burrito, being a human burrito is not a fun experience, especially when you're like a 4-year-old child
Mhm.
and you're stuck in the middle. I thought I was gonna
Scares the hell
die.
out of you.
That's like probably
Oh,
the
yeah, I
closest
bet
I
you-
think I've
yeah.
ever come to thinking I was gonna die. It was just like being a burrito. It's not fun. It's
No?
not fun.
The last I ever thought I was gonna die was when I was a burrito.
And I thought my life was gonna end here.
Those moments where
See,
it's
what
like I
thought
was
you were gonna
born,
say
so
is that
I
you
was.
were just gonna like get up and you didn't know where you were, so you're just gonna run around a bit, and then you would hit like a wall or something.
What?
What?
Wait a minute, back up. Retell that.
like, you know, when you're done like rolling around with like the sheets and stuff like that, I thought more like you were gonna get up, but you didn't know like where you're at, and you just had.
No,
the
I knew where
sheets
I
over
was.
you,
I
and
was
you
in
couldn't,
like the.
get it off you, so you just start running around. Just
I'm not like
And then you
a,
just, like,
I'm not like a
accidentally run
rat
into a
when
wall.
you pull it out of a bucket or something. I just
Wait,
like
what?
stood up.
Wait, hold on, what?
Do you have buckets
rat
full
or
of
a bucket?
rats?
I mean,
Not like a rat when you pull
I
it
don't
out
know
of
where
the
I was going with
bucket,
that. I don't know where I was
idiot.
going with that analogy, but I was just like, well, you put like a 5-gallon bucket on top of a rat and move it. You pull it out, it's gonna kind of scurry around and run. I don't know where I was going with that analogy. It was a bad analogy.
I don't.
Chris's untold secrets are being revealed, guys.
I keep buckets full of rats. It's my pastime.
That's his fetish.
Write
That's
this
not
on
actually.
Wikipedia
That's
page,
not
guys.
actually a bed. It's just a bunch of buckets of rats over there.
Yeah, like this is a set. That's a bucket of rats.
It's
Yeah, it's just a lot. There's a lot of rats in there. They're like wall to wall.
People sometimes think it's a water bed, but no, it's just 600 rats.
That's all it is rats. They're good for your back.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
really-
yeah.
You know, they,
You kind
they
of
scurry
like this
around.
whole time, but it's just rats
like a
trying to.
massage.
Yeah, it's like
trying to escape.
it's like a massage bed except with rats. It's really hard to keep all of them fed.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure most of them are dead at this point, cannibalizing
yeah.
on the others. But
It's all dead rats except for Lenny. Lenny's the strongest. He's a survivor.
Lenny's been eating his brothers and sisters for years.
He's gotten strong. I'm afraid to let him out at this point. He's ripped.
Jeez,
Lenny's out for revenge.
Lenny's jacked. So anyway,
Yeah, I think
what's
I
our,
have one more topic.
So fucking complicated! You serve me shit like that, take your jacket and fuck off! What the fuck are you doing? Where's the lamb sauce? You're fucking pathetic. Bison's penis, what is that shit? Fucking donkey. You scummy fucker!
This isn't like anybody's topic this week. I'm just realizing, considering I'm reading them all. We're just going to go over just general paranormal experiences because it's Halloween time. These are all have been kind of generally spooky themed. So let's go real spooky. What are your paranormal dealios?
have I told the story of the time I broke into a house because we thought it was haunted?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna now tell. I will now tell the story because I'm pretty sure the statute of limitations has run out and I no longer live in the same state. At the time I broke into a house, well, pseudo broke into a house. So when
How
I
do you
was,
pseudo break into a house?
well, I mean, we didn't like enter. We just knocked the front door down, set off the security system. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. When I was like
Okay.
10. I was like 10, living in the ghetto streets of California. No, I was like 10, and I was running around with a bunch of like little friends of mine. We were weird latchkey kids and didn't have any parental supervision for some reason. There was this big house on our road, and it was empty. And one of my friends was just like, "Hey, dude, that house is haunted." And I was like 10, so I was like, "No way, man, that's crazy." And somebody was like, "You know what we need to do? We need to break in and investigate."
Jesus, a real good bunch of kids you hung out with.
Oh, we were. Oh, yeah. It was.
Now,
Yeah.
if a house was haunted and if you still lived in the South, you had to do like the number one thing, and that was like get your gun, right?
Yeah, we didn't have guns because it was California and they don't
Yeah,
believe in
they're-
guns in the West.
They don't have
So
guns
we
there.
were like, and we were also like 10 and had no access to firearms. But we were just like, okay, we need to get into this house and find the ghosts, obviously, because it's what you do. So we, there was like a bunch of, I don't remember why, there's like a bunch of railroad cross ties, those big, heavy, like wooden beams out front of the house. And
That's
we just
weird.
picked one up and battering rammed down the door. And when we did, a security alarm went
You
off.
stormed the castle.
We stormed the castle. We stormed the castle in the name of House Stark, and we took down the door, and the security system went off, and we were very scared, so we ran across the street to my friend's house and hid in the basement.
Wait, he was across the street?
Yep.
Oh my god, you guys didn't plan for it at all. How did you not get caught?
You guys are fucking idiots.
Well, wait, there's more to the story.
Okay.
We ran across the street, and we were just like chilling out in the basement afterwards. Like, okay, we just committed a felony, so you know,
Well,
just
not,
gonna-
you only committed half of the felony.
just
You
got, yeah,
broke.
we did the breaking part, not the entering part.
Yeah.
So we were just like, okay, we're just gonna play some Halo or whatever because it was like 2007, and we just kind of hung out in the basement until we heard sirens and knocking on the door, and this police officer was just like, "So, any adults around?" And we got my buddy's mom, and she was just like, So this house across the street, security alarm went off, and the door's been beaten down, and there's a railroad tie laying in front of it. So
I was gonna say, did you guys like bring the
covered in
railroad tie
fingerprints.
with you? when you
No,
get
we did
back?
not. We left it. We dropped it and ran. It's probably still there to this day, honestly. So we were just like, nope, haven't seen anything. My friend's mom was like, no, I haven't heard anything all day. The alarm's been going on for like 30 minutes. She didn't draw a line between the fact the kids have been in the house for 30 minutes and the alarm's been going on for 30 minutes.
Or she did.
Maybe she did.
Or she did, and she was just being a really good wingman because she didn't want all of us to go to prison.
But you would only get half a sentence. Remember that.
Yeah, but I'd still be in prison right now. But anyway, the
jail.
officer was just like, yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna take a look around inside, and we never heard anything else. So I'm assuming, we didn't get arrested for it. So I'm assuming they just kind of gave up when they realized it's an empty house.
Oh, they're gonna find out, man.
Yeah, or they knew it was you, and they're like,
they probably did.
not
They were
worth
just like
it.
10-year-old
Just a
kids.
bunch
being
of fucking
stupid.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was probably what happened. But yeah, I was like, he was just like, okay, yeah. Someone broke into that house. There's nothing in there really to steal, but we just kind of wanted to know who it was. We never
And
never
it
heard
was
anything else of that.
definitely
Really
these
wasn't
kids
anything
across
to
the
steal.
street.
And that was one of my many forays into illegal adventures I've probably talked about on this podcast. So
Yeah,
waiting for the statute of limitations.
yeah,
to run out on
okay.
all of them.
And I think now might be the time. You fucking bombed a car with ladybugs?
No, I mean we didn't bomb it, which I can tell a ladybug bomb story. So Poke quit bugging me about
Yeah,
it
let's
Yay!
hear this shit
Um,
again.
Now we bug you about it like every few weeks.
every single
You
day of my
bug
entire
her.
life. You would bug me about it. So in high school, in high school, this is completely unrelated to the topic, but in high school, we all had our nice, it was senior year, we had our nice assigned parking spots because we're seniors and we're old and whatever. And this random dude I think it was some underclassman parked in this one guy's parking spot. And we were like, cool, okay. Yeah, that's not the dude. Was like,
no.
What asshole?
yeah, dude's just like, nope, this isn't what I'm going for. So we went out at lunch and we drove to Home Depot and bought one of those little bags full of ladybugs. You get like $5, you get like 1,000 ladybugs.
I didn't know you could get that.
You can get
I
them.
did not know that either.
Yeah, you can
Just
buy
right
like
next to the lesbian section.
yeah, you can if it's in the garden section. You can buy like you can
plaid
buy
shirts.
yeah, it's right next to the plaid shirts and the lesbians, and you can buy like 1,000 ladybugs for $5. It's a really good deal.
That's an incredible deal. Yeah.
It's a great deal. And the dude, whoever's car it was, had the window. It was either the doors unlocked or the window was cracked. I don't remember. But dude just kind of opened up the bag and threw it in there and shut the door.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Walked away. Actually, I think it was an older car. I think we jimmied the lock with a hanger because we're from the 90s. And
I think that's also illegal.
well, I mean, we didn't have security cameras, so we just threw it in there.
No
guys-
cameras,
It was like
no
a-
crime.
You guys take it.
Hold
I
on,
gotta
you were
take
a
an intermission.
senior.
You
It was
guys
like a
continue on.
couple of years ago, or like a few years.
Yeah, this was like 2015, 2014. Actually, I think it's 2014. I'm gonna say that because that makes it seem like statute of limitations is run out. But yeah, they made a really, really big deal about how you're not supposed to put ladybugs in people's cars after that. Because that
Would've
dude's
thought.
car was covered. I don't even know if he got all of them out of there. It was a lot of ladybugs in that bag.
Yeah, you
Just
said 1,000 ladybugs, and just
I mean, I'm assuming I don't know how many it was, but it was a lot. I mean, it was-
just like
God.
coating the interior.
oh yeah, they were everywhere. It was great. So I went back out there. When I went to leave, it was like 4:00, and I looked in the car, and they were all still there. And dude was just like, "Not cool."
The dude's just standing outside, like,
Dude, yeah, it's just like,
oh god, what? Beans.
Yep. beans.
beans.
And
Well, that's why
Yeah.
you just don't park in a spot you're not supposed to
no,
park.
yeah,
I
it
should
was-
dude. Vigilantes should fucking ladybug bomb every car that doesn't have a handicap symbol parked in handicap spots.
I will be.
I think that's what they need to start doing for overdue parking
The
fines and stuff
ladybug.
like
I
that.
am. Hold on. The ladybug.
Dun, dun.
Vigilante justice.
You like
So, yeah, that's the infamous ladybug bomb story we've been talking about. It was on the lost episode that will never be seen by human eyes.
Yeah.
Whoops. So those are my two most recent felonies.
that you can talk
Actually,
about.
I think that I can talk about. Anyway, when this
I
podcast
had
sticks
one
around,
yesterday, but
I'm counting out. I've got a little timer going here for the statute of limitations, and when it runs out, there's a couple of them that are good that are coming up in the next few weeks. Can't wait to tell you guys about Jorge. Anyway,
Good old
anybody
Jorge.
have any? Good old Jorge.
God
Anybody
rest
got any
his
good
soul.
paranormal activity? Yeah, bless his pea pecking little heart. Still underneath
What?
that tree to this day.
Are you from 1820s Georgia? You pay back a little hot.
Mama! I will sit here on the veranda and sip some sweet tea. God bless you.
What are you on about? What? Oh.
I think it's funny is I don't know why you're so confused, Maya. He didn't say anything that weird.
I know.
He didn't say Diddy again.
Play me a little ditty.
Which funny enough,
God, what did I
right after I got pretty much like I think the day after that podcast went up, I was watching the H3 podcast, and like immediately he's like, "Hey, let's play a little ditty." Fuck.
They were talking. Somebody said burgle on the last episode of My Brother and Me.
Oh, really?
Are you serious?
Yeah, they were
know.
doing a live one. And somebody said burgle like 6 times in their question. And it was wonderful. It really made my day because I was just like, it's on this.
See, it is a real word.
If My Brother and Me said it, it's real.
If the McElroys say it, it's gotta be true.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we got a nice little shout out there from our boys up top.
We inadvertently got a shout out. Sometimes.
Yeah, they talked about something we talked about, so we did it first. Just saying.
Pretty much the same thing. Yeah.
Burgle was our thing.
Actually, I did one video, like a year ago, I think, called Get Good, and then now Achievement Hunter has a series called Get Good. So everyone's copying these motherfuckers here. We're innovators.
Mm-hmm. So what I need you guys to do is go to GoBicker.com/Patreon
and you can
donate
see our
today.
innovation.
And you can see this live. You can see the innovation live and all the racist remarks that are cut out.
Jeez, Chris,
That's
come
a cow
on! Don't
chopper.
say all those racist things.
That was hard R. Anyway,
Oh no!
I gotta get my one edgy joke in per episode. This makes people go, huh? Got earlier.
Chris is
I could see it. Yeah.
Cartooner, what's your spookiest?
Yeah, spook it up,
story?
my boy.
The one I know for sure, but still no one believes me about. It's not that spooky, but it really kind of fucked me up, and it changed how I live my life. One night I was asleep, as you do at night, generally, kinda, especially when you're younger, and you kind of sleep and you're kind of sprawled out, and my arm was kind of hanging out. And I felt something like grab my hand and squeeze, like a lot. More than just like a cramp, like a squeeze. That's what like my mom said. It was like, it's probably just like a little cramp or something. No. This was a fucking squeeze. I know.
No.
But there was just something kind of. That was when I was still on the, upstairs before I moved down to the basement. And there was just something about that fucking room that spooked me out. And there was for whatever reason, one corner in particular that I just kind of didn't like. I just felt like something was weird in that corner. I don't know why the corner was weird, but I didn't like it. And then from then on, I refuse to leave any limbs except for my head outside of the blankets. I become a bean when I go to bed. What I'll do is I'll kind of kick up my legs and I'll kind of tuck the
little wrap under.
Yeah, wrap under the legs, and I'll kind of tuck my arms under, and I kind of ball up. Also because of Paranormal Activity, because I'm like, if I don't do this, then my leg's hanging out, and the fucking ghost rips me out of bed and drags me into wherever, and then whatever.
God, what are you gonna do if the ghost makes you write your name in blood?
Shit! You gotta carry a pencil with you in your dreams.
You gotta carry a pencil when you sleep.
I've got plenty of writing utensils in here, so I'm not too worried.
What if they take you somewhere else? That's insinuating they're gonna keep you here. What if they take you to the afterlife?
You just gotta staple a pen to your body.
No thanks.
Put it in your little flesh pocket. Just get a little flesh pocket right here.
One time then, years later, a few years, I don't know how long exactly, but an amount of time later, I heard like screaming across my room, and again, that was one thing my mom was like, it's probably just the cat. But my door had been closed all night, and that cat we had was very fat. It would never just scurry across the room like that. Far too lazy. So I think some sort of spirit was walking around my room, and it scared the shit out of me. And I had to get up. It was like it was just as I was waking up to, I think, probably for school, and I'm laying in my bed. I'm like shivering. I'm so scared, and my light is on at this point. Because that's the thing. I was awake when it happened too. That's because I turned on my light and heard like the scurry. So maybe it was like a fucking squirrel spirit or something. I don't know. Anyway,
Squirrel. I was gonna say, what if it was just a mouse?
Yeah, you have some of my rats.
Never seen a mouse in my house at all.
Wait, you stole my rats.
You stole my rats. You trying to take my rat bed idea.
Sorry.
Good.
Happens. By the way, I was fucking mortified, and eventually I'm like, I've got to pee.
Mortified by what?
Are you on your phone now?
What?
I am doing this on the go, alright?
You left?
When did you leave?
I told you I was taking an intermission. I told you I had to pick up my parents.
I don't think we've ever had an on-the-go episode before.
God.
I don't think we've ever had that happen before. This is new.
I was wondering why your webcam was off and never came back, but I figured it was just some sort of weird glitch.
You can literally call our number 3. We literally had somebody dialing in this week. That is a first.
Yes,
oh
can
my
you play Guns N' Roses, please?
Jesus Christ. Go find some random
Second
homeless
to
dude on the
process.
side of the road.
Oh yeah,
Dude, we can have an
Interview
interview
him.
with your parents.
Oh
God.
boy, that's gonna make this podcast even better.
Oh
Yeah.
jeez.
I'm gonna turn it off before I get to the house.
Yeah, I figured.
God, I love that though.
I don't want them knowing who I talk to, alright?
Yeah, I
shit.
don't disagree with you there.
Well,
yeah.
while you're driving, tell us your spookiest, scariest.
Spook us
story.
up.
Done.
Alright, well, my spooky story is when I used to live near my grandmother's house, she was about 2 houses away. I remember I was walking there one night to go and deliver maybe some super song to her, and I just turned left and all I see are these just glowing yellow eyes. I know it sounds
Are you
very
sure they
cliche.
weren't headlights?
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up running. That's what I did. I ended up running.
Wow.
I think you saw headlights.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you saw
Probably,
headlights.
wait, what about them made you think they were?
You have your headlights on right now, right?
Oh shit!
I can't see.
I know you have an irrational fear of that, but remember, kids, driving is safe.
Yeah.
Well,
it's not safe when Black Ops is around.
On my lap.
What about the?
Suddenly guts out.
What made you think they were eyes?
I think he's gone.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, we didn't die.
Oh. What?
Black Ops, did you die?
Another story.
Caller number 3.
No, I'm not dead.
Oh, damn.
That's good.
I was gonna say, this really doesn't pertain to me. It pertains to one of my friends.
Okay.
His father ended up dying maybe close to 10 years ago.
Alright.
And every time you go into the basement of his house, you could like see stuff moving around like at night, and you would hear like this like noise or voice from his dad.
No, thank you.
Yeah,
I got a buddy of mine.
moving all the way to Pennsylvania because of that.
Good. That's a smart boy.
I got a
Ooh,
buddy of
fuck
mine
that shit.
who his house is like really old anyway. But his grandparents, his house that he lives in now is the house his grandparents lived in. Both of his grandparents died in that house. But his grandmother died like I think it was like 10 or 15 years before he was born. But he says that every now and again that his father, his grandfather, his mother, everybody has claimed that they've like heard her talking in the house at some point after she died.
Fucking terrifying.
It's also very sketchy to be in that house after like 9 o'clock when the sun goes down. It's
this
not
is why you
a good.
don't like go out during the night
not great.
anymore.
My shit
Like,
scared me when it happened, but that shit would just fuck me up, you know. I couldn't handle
That's what
voices.
guys be a hobo.
Ugh. God
So-
damn that. Ugh. Yeah.
Spooky
I mean, just the idea of that shit is kind of like. Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So you got any spooky stories, Maya?
I don't really have any long ones. I just
Underwater trees don't count.
Oh no, I have a lot of really short ones. Like a lot. I really mean like 2 or 3. So one night I was laying in bed. It was like pitch black. There were no cars. Like I live on a pretty busy road, and normally a lot of cars go by. But it was like 3 a.m. and no cars were going by. and I just saw like this light in my corner.
Once again, headlights.
Exactly. I thought like, I just missed it. I was like, all right,
Once
maybe
again.
it's like a fucking Prius
From
went out, all
perpetual
right?
fear
Maybe
of
there was just a really
headlights, I don't
quiet car.
understand.
But so yeah, I just saw lights in the corner. I was like, that's fucking freaky. Another one I had, I was like, oh, like all of my family was like in the living room, and my dad was like in his bedroom, and so there's like a hallway between the two, and there's a bathroom in like straight in the middle of it. We had no windows open, nothing. Like, and then me and my dad both saw the door closed to the bathroom. Like, nobody was in it. Everybody that wasn't my dad was in the living room.
Ghost
Oh
take
my
a shit.
Fuck.
Ghost have to poop too.
Fuck that shit.
Ghosts, yeah.
Not about that door closing life. Not about the talking ghost
like,
life.
I would say that's not like entirely weird if windows were open, because
Well,
like
yeah, no,
normally
sure.
I'll have my door open and the bathroom's like right across from my room. So if that window is open and my window is open, like breezes can go directly through our house and it can close
Card
doors.
number 3 suggests if you are experiencing paranormal activities, move out.
Yeah, just fuck
There
that
was
shit.
the third one that
that's
freaked me
spooky.
out the most. Oh my god, I still get like chills when I think about it. I was like, it was a few years ago, and I was up super late. It was like 2:30 in the well, it's not super late anymore, but back then it was super late for me. It was like 2:30 in the morning, and I wanted to go get a drink, and I walked out of my room, went to the kitchen, and I heard whispering in the living room of like two or three people. I know that one was a man and one was a woman. I couldn't tell what the third one was.
That
I
means it
couldn't
was
tell
a
what they were
demon.
saying either. Oh, I'm getting chills. And so I like walked closer to the living room.
No, you made a
Like,
mistake. You don't do the
Yeah.
do.
But no, I never crossed
You're
the
fucking
corner.
breaking all the horror movie rules, Maya.
I think you
never-
were being burgled.
I never like crossed the corner of
That's
the
what I think was happening in this situation. I think you were being burgled. I woke up the next morning and our TV was gone.
It was the ghost.
This is
The
the fucking
demon took it.
creepiest part, though. I never crossed the threshold to the. I can't even fucking tell what he's saying. I never crossed the threshold to see like into the living room, but I stepped and there was a creak in the step that I made, and I fucking heard them say, "Shh, she hears us," and I fucking freaked out. I ran to my mom's bedroom and I was like, "Mom, there's somebody in our living room. You have to go check it out. I'm so scared." And she fucking went, and I went with her. There was nothing in there, and I wanted to die.
You were
I
probably
want
being
to.
burgled.
I want to die just knowing that it happened to somebody. That's not okay.
Yeah.
It does not sound great
No
though.
fucking-
That's not a
He
situation
hears
I would want to find myself in.
Out.
That's. I
It's
just.
fucking
I would have moved out
horrifying.
and burned the house down.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, that's you know, in that situation, I too probably would have peed a little bit in my
That
own
was
pants
Fucking
because
terrifying.
that is not something I want to hear it to in the morning.
That's why you always bring one of these.
Beep boop.
Is that so color number 3?
Thank you.
You're like, watch out, ghosts.
Those.
Who you gonna call?
Yeah, I tried
Kylo
ranking
Ren.
them in like least scary to most scary because I'm pretty sure the first one was just headlights and I was super tired, so
Yeah,
I didn't
probably.
recognize
That was
it.
headlights. There's an irrational fear of headlights.
But so yeah, the
shit, I think
second
I'm
one.
Oh yeah,
Well,
that
well,
living
well.
room thing. It does sound sketchy as all
Oh
hell.
god,
would-
yeah,
I
I
would
was fucking
not-
terrified.
Well, honestly,
Not
it
about
was up
that.
until the point. It was up until the point with the she hears this thing that scared me.
Yeah, that.
Because that's
But
what
the she
because the
hears
other
us didn't
stuff, it's
scare
like
you?
okay, it's probably
Uh.
just like your family chilling out in the living room at 2 a.m. for whatever
because it was
reason.
2:30 in the morning. Everybody was
or you're
asleep in
being,
their
like,
rooms on the
You're
other
being
side of the
robbed or
house.
something,
Allegedly.
but it's like okay, that's not okay. That's not something I want.
Yeah, I wanted to like.
That's not
I was,
something I want in my life.
yeah,
at
I was
all.
on the fucking verge of tears.
I don't want.
after
I don't
heard
want
that.
personalization from my ghosts.
Uh-uh.
I don't want that.
Oh, I just want them to.
I don't
not,
want them to
you
know that I'm there.
If it was just like, what was that noise or something like that, that would be okay. That'd be just like, okay, that's just people being people. It's
Don't
like,
worry, they'll come and visit you in the mental asylum.
Not
Yeah.
okay. Not okay. Little spooked.
Whenever I think of it, I just get fucking chills.
Yeah, that's
Little spooked.
Yeah, that's understandable. Jeez.
Needless to say, I think my house is haunted. Oh yeah, that just reminded me. So we're working downstairs. We're like building rooms in our basement,
Mhm.
you know, to have us because move down there. And we have this like little red wheelbarrow kind of thing that isn't
that's
used
never
for
good.
like actual tools or stuff. It's like it was a children's toy.
Yeah.
And so me and my brother used to play with it a lot, and then we grew up and stopped using it. My dad moved it upstairs, and he put it next to the garage because it was in the way of the basement door. And so he, walked up the stairs, or after he moved it to the garage, he walked down the stairs, continued working. And when he walked back up, it was in front of the staircase again, like in front of the basement staircase. And so he was like, all right, fuck this. And he moved it back, and then he went in the house, and he was irritated. And he was like, who moved the wheelbarrow? And my mom was like, none of us were outside at all. We never left the house. And he was like, no, somebody moved.
No.
And then also, speaking of that, it reminded me. Okay. Our house is like real fucking haunted.
Real haunted.
It's built on Indian burial ground.
Our backyard.
Oh, good. Go break into someone's house with it.
Our backyard has 3 entrances. One, there are 2 on either side of the house, and there's one in the very, very back. Because it's like there's 3 gates, and one is the house. And so the one in the very, very back leads to extremely wooded areas that nobody lives in for maybe a mile, and then there are houses again.
Right.
Not even a mile, but so we always keep that door locked because we don't go back there. And if we ever want to let our dogs out, in the backyard, we want to make sure that they, can't escape.
Reasonable.
Lately, within the last few weeks, the gates been left open. And nobody goes back there.
Yep.
Yeah.
You need to leave. You need to leave the.
It's not even.
I think someone has just been. I think you've just got homeless people coming into your home in the night and
they would have
stealing
to go
your water and
through
stuff.
our...
That's what it sounds like.
Well,
it sounds like you've just got an encampment of homeless people living somewhere in the woods, and they're coming in at night and taking your food and water.
If they went
your wheelbarrow
through the back gate, they would have to go through either of the side gates, which means they were right next to our house. And that alone is fucking terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, homeless people can do things like that.
And also was
I've arrived at my destination, guys. But are you guys going to be around 20 minutes? Because I got one last question I want to ask you guys.
Yeah, probably yeah.
We have a sea of questions from Tim.
Oh,
so.
right, yeah. Yeah, we will definitely be around in 20 minutes.
Yes.
All right, I'll
thank you, caller number 3.
You're
welcome.
Can we kick him from the call now?
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, God. Oh, no, his face.
No.
No.
I don't like it.
Don't like what?
My face is in half again. Hold on, I'm going to make it tiny.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's mine?
Fucking Black Ops. Can we put the fixture back in? Anyway, it's an audio podcast for the modern era with video. So, anyhow, spooky spook. Very spooky.
But so, yeah, and what's even scarier is our basement is it's a fucked up situation currently. Because the main door to the basement has it's basically just a panel of a window missing because my mom had to punch it to unlock the door because she lost the key, the only key to get into the basement. So she broke the window to get in. And so the second door only locks from the outside. So that's spooky. Spooky kabuki.
Incredibly.
So if somebody did come in through the backyard and went to the basement and decided, hey, I want to go in the basement, then they could just chill out with my grandmother down there. And that's fucking terrifying.
That's not okay.
No, it isn't.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of weird shit's been going on.
You need to leave that house. That's what I think.
And all of this is over the course of several years. Don't get me wrong, but the last 2 were within the last 2 or 3 months.
Spooky.
It's very spooky. No, I'm not okay with it. Like I said, when we started this topic and I gave mine, I'm like, yeah, I got it. I've had actual ghost contact. Your shit's way worse.
Actual ghost contact, yeah.
It's just,
that one kitchen one does not have my.
The last 2 were word of mouth. The first 3,
You were there.
Me and my dad were the only ones that experienced the second one.
Mm-hmm.
I was the only one that experienced the third one and the first one.
That one's spooky as fuck.
Yeah, the third one. That's why I saved it for almost last. I forgot 2 other stories. Yeah,
good enough.
that one
you
was
know.
fucking terrifying.
So we have a sea of Tim, and I'm gonna specify this week. I'll be reading them in the order that I have them on my Twitter feed before you guys get all butthurt about the fact that I'm skipping over them. The first question from T-Man is, do you have a car?
I mean,
Yeah.
I have access to one, but it's definitely not mine. And
I have
my parents like to make that very
truck.
clear.
No, boy.
Not to me. I understand, but like my sisters, they are spoiled brats, and the one can drive, and she thinks because she can drive, she can have access to the family car whenever she wants because she has that right. And if she isn't granted that access, she loses her fucking mind, and it's like a screaming match for like 2 hours, no, like 3 hours. It's an intense bout.
Decent old screaming match, yeah.
And well, I mean, granted, she's the only one screaming. My parents are just trying to explain that, like,
just casually.
Hey, we're the parents. We make the decisions. And she's like, so, but my own car, no.
I've got a truck because I live in the South.
I have a Jeep.
Well, look at you guys go.
Well, to be
You got
fair,
all.
my Jeep has been a hand-me-down for like everybody in my fucking household.
Well, still,
It
I mean,
was-
that's still more than I've got. So
That's true.
I'm not gonna answer the next question because it's slightly racist.
yeah, but I'm kind of curious. Can we just address it?
Wait,
I
now I
am
want to
curious.
see it. Hold on.
I am curious why he
Okay,
asked.
I'm gonna read this. This is Tim's words. These are Tim's words.
Yeah,
not
and
mine.
the message is on the screen.
it's-
So,
Yes, it says, "Where did the black people go?"
which is weird. Is that an anime reference?
I don't.
So if it is, it's a
know.
very weird
Yeah,
anime.
We're not
reference.
anime people. At least I'm not. I don't know anything about anime, so I'm gonna skip over that one to the next one.
Good
which
idea.
Yeah, I just don't get that one. I feel like we should have addressed
yeah.
it because it's just kind of like he wrote it, and I feel like we should bring attention to it.
Yeah,
But it's like, well,
it's
why?
not okay. Next question: when did you last shit? Organize yourselves
Nope,
in
nope,
the order
mm-mm,
which you
Nope.
last chat.
Rewind. Try again.
What?
You read it wrong.
What do you mean?
No, I don't think you
When
did.
you last shit, organize amongst yourselves. You forgot that amongst. A very important
Oh my
amongst
God.
yourselves. The order in which you shat.
Right before the podcast, so I'm probably the most
Right
recent
for the podcast.
because it was like, because that's what I was actually. That's the reason I took like 10 minutes because I went and I used my toilet while I was waiting
I've
for
never taken a shit
my
in 10
drink to
minutes.
refrigerate.
I don't know how you managed
I
that.
take my time.
That's incredibly quick. I normally take like half an hour.
Oh,
Wait,
I have to
what?
plan my morning accordingly because I normally do shit in the morning, but it's like if I take a night shit, you know. But in the morning, it's like I have to make sure I wake up plenty early because then I'm gonna have to take a shit. And it's gonna take a while, and then
is this just a distraction of sitting on the can, or is this something that it
no,
just takes a long time for your bowel
the actual
movements?
shitting is pretty quick.
It's
just
the
kinda
sitting
everything
on the
falls
toilet
out,
being
you know.
just- Yeah,
But
I was gonna
then
say, you may want to see a
cleanup
doctor.
takes a while because apparently I
Yeah.
don't know. I never feel clean enough, so I
You
just
should
keep
get
going
a
and going
bidet.
and going and going and going, and I'm like, still don't feel clean, but it really hurts now. So, so I'm gonna be
My hand is
done.
covered in blood.
I'm in
currently.
pain.
But-
The skin on my ass is raw. I'm gonna be done now. So I don't know. It seems like
So I guess it's me and Black Ops.
recently.
Or not Black
I'm
Ops.
not Black Ops. How
cartoon.
dare you for suggesting so?
It's okay. I can't see your skin on your head.
I mean, he grew his hair out.
I mean, I do have. This is also my head, though, and you can see the skin.
No, it's not. It's not. You're a Wookiee. Next question.
Actually, can we real quick, Chris? Will you like go do like this kind of deal?
Yeah, have my arms cut off.
Well, okay, it's close enough. Well, back up a little bit.
Wait, back up. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
just like, what do you fucking
your chair
mean? Back up. Back
Back
your
your chair
body up. There you go.
What?
See, he looks like Chewbacca. When Chewbacca does that same move, his arms it looks exact same.
Oh my God, you fucking bitch.
What?
I don't remember Chewbacca ever going. So, anyways, guys.
No, he did it in Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope, directed by George Lucas. right after
the
they were
24th
right after
minute,
they were
37
playing the
seconds.
little chess game thing, and then R2 was about to beat him, and Chewbacca lost his shit, and Han Solo's like, "You shouldn't do that because Wookiee rip your arm off." And then Chewbacca went, "Boop," and his arms looked like yours.
Just hairy, or just the way I put
just
my arms?
just like the look of your actual arms. If you
He's
added
saying he's a
hair, it would
monster.
look exactly like Chewbacca.
Yeah, I mean that's just how
You
I said.
do have like really long arms.
Exactly.
Hey,
it's
listen,
long arms.
I can
It's the long and the thin.
Leave my
Long
arm.
arm.
I do. I'm a big person though. I'm like really fucking tall,
And so is Chewbacca.
and my legs are like Chewbacca.
So am I.
All
I'm
right.
inclined to believe you.
All right. moving on.
Next question is Magic Battle Royale. Which legendary, magical, mythical, historical hero do you summon from the past? They receive magical damage boost. I don't
What?
even.
Harriet Tubman. No, Susan B. Anthony.
Betty White.
I thought you were gonna say Susan Boyle.
I don't fucking want Susan Boyle. What's she gonna do? Sing at him? I don't know. I need a stern old woman to give him a talking to.
Betty White. She's not
what the fuck is that
historical, but
wizard's name?
she's older than white. She's
Carl.
older than sliced bread. So.
True.
All right. Next question, I guess. Y'all been asked
This
about.
is a good one.
Y'all been asked about boobs or butts? Anyone enjoy legs? Nice, juicy thighs. Because thighs is in caps for some reason.
Yeah, who doesn't
Have we
enjoy
been-
who doesn't enjoy legs?
Legs are nice.
I like
Are
legs.
nice.
Who,
Don't want to Lieutenant Dan it.
I'm
Butt.
just kind of a fan of people in general.
I like.
I don't-
like
I-
appendages.
They look
Appendages are
really
good.
good.
I enjoy the internet where the fact that I don't have I could just see their pictures. People in real life I'm not as big of a fan of because it's
Yeah,
just-
internet people are good.
It's nice to be able to just look at a person though and kind of it's like you're okay. It's it's reasonable to look at them because in public
Yeah.
it's in public you don't.
You're
Right.
staring.
I hope you don't. I hope you
That's
don't
why you have
just kinda
sunglasses.
Stare them down. Sunglasses. Yeah, sunglasses would work, I guess.
So
but
appendages
yeah,
are good.
appendages,
moral of that
just
story.
the bodies in general. It's a good time. I like them.
Yeah, they look nice.
Next question. Design a robot. That's not a question. We asked for questions. Go away, Tim.
Yeah,
Next question.
Don't tell us what to do.
Crusty Pickle.
By the way,
Crusty Pickled Grandmas.
it's of course well, it's a
Are you
and then hard cut to when I have a good idea. Because it would be
Crusty
funny.
Pickled Grandma's
Wait,
logo,
no,
X,
wait.
before
It'd be
X
funny if
lyric.
I had an idea then. Fuck.
You didn't though. You just threw something down on your
Wait.
desk.
I'm dying. I don't want you to cut any of this out.
I want it. I want Android companion.
Like sex robot?
No, a companion.
Okay. All right.
Like my adventuring companion.
Not everything's about sex, you whore.
What?
Hmm.
Oh, you're not talking to me. What did I say?
Crusty Pickle Grandma logo X Pickle Rick X Larry the Cucumber porn win? Question
What?
mark.
Larry?
I don't even know what that
I
means.
don't know what Larry the Cucumber is. Not looking
I
it
don't
up.
think I want to. I don't think I want to look it up.
Next question. Who
I sense a
farted?
trap.
We all did. Next question. Are
Oh
we there
wait,
yet?
can we talk? Actually,
Yes.
real fast. No, we're gonna talk about farts for a minute.
Okay, we're gonna talk about farts.
I don't know what happened, but something recently. Me and my dad been ripping ass like crazy.
I mean, yeah,
And,
we've discussed this before on the podcast.
alright.
So my dad, because he snores so loud, has to sleep in the living room. So he has like a little mattress in the living room. But the living room then is kind of right next to the kitchen. So late at night, then if I'm ever going into the kitchen grab some food, sometimes he'll scare me because he'll fart. Because dad farts are loud.
Very
And
scary.
It's weird. I wonder at what point, like, do our adult man farts not as loud if they're not a dad as well? I don't know how that works. Like, it's like, does being a dad increase the decibel level of a fart
on this podcast?
Anyway,
can't
Rewind
say.
like
I don't know.
10 episodes.
But he's
and we've had
been
this conversation.
fucking
But yeah,
ripping ass
there's-
every single
yeah,
night.
There's a certain threshold you pass when you have a child where your farts are just increased by 10.
Yeah, it's just, but it's like, I wonder if it's because of that. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
I think
I mean,
it is.
you're
But-
technically an adult man, legally.
Yeah, and they're not quite dad level, you know?
Well, he doesn't have any kids that he knows of.
So wait, just ask Chris. Be like, Chris, are
What?
your farts very loud? Because he's also technically an adult man.
I don't
Then
have
he
any
can do
kids
that.
though. It's
Yeah, we're
the
not
dad
dads,
part
like,
is what we're
fucking-
No, but
talking
you were
about.
asking the question.
Yeah,
does
but like I'm meaning
big-
like dad aged, not like
Yeah.
fresh out of
God.
college.
I'm just saying.
I don't
God,
mean someone in
Maya.
their early 20s or late teens.
I
mean
know
someone
any-
Jesus
I mean someone
Christ.
who's like 45.
You
I
don't
don't
get
know
your
any
draft
adult-
card and you just start farting really loud.
I don't know any
Jesus.
adult dudes.
Well, I know
that
that's why I'm asking
aren't
because I don't
dads.
either. So it's that's part of it. That's why I'm asking.
Hey Chris, do you know any adult men that aren't dads that fart really loud?
No, because like I just said, you pass across the threshold when you have a child and you bear a child from your loins. You cross the threshold where you fart really loud.
So wait, do your organs just know that once your sperm gets into an egg cell, they're like, shit, gotta fucking fart.
Like, oh, boom.
That's how science works. That's totally how science works.
They sense it.
Yeah.
It's the midichlorians.
Midichlorians. Next question from Tim. Are we there yet? I don't know where we're going. So we're not there yet. Where do I find the audio only version of this podcast? You can go to GoBicker.com and find it on there. I don't remember the exact
GoBicker.com/podcast, or you can go on to pretty much any of your average podcast services.
And if you don't have any or if you've got a podcast service that doesn't have it, just put it on there or let us know.
Yeah, let us
tell
know.
on there.
You've got a direct line.
I
just
think
ask
like the
us.
big six. I went through and did the big six. I don't remember what all of them are, but I know it's on Player FM because that's what I listen to my podcast on. And be sure to leave us a review if you're listening to the audio podcast. It's a very video heavy episode. Who's that one loser in the comment section? His name is @TManchua MC.
It's true.
Yeah, man. What? Did you have a stroke? Oh.
At
I
Team
understood
Manchua MC. That's Tim's stupid name, not my stroke. I love you, Tim. It's okay.
It's not the worst name.
It's not.
I don't. It's not. If you get rid of that
It's,
MC, it's a pretty good name overall. I'd say.
Yeah, had to throw the MC in there.
Well, sure. Yeah.
So, anyways, let's end this podcast before Black Ops gets back.
Yeah, I thought for sure we would spend a little more time on questions tonight, but I guess no, we're done.
We're done. This is the podcast. This is the last episode ever. Until next week.
Hold on,
been fun.
I gotta get dressed again. Hold on. Oh, fuck.
Oh, where'd my
Fun
beard
road.
go? Where'd my Casey Neistat beard strap it onto the head again? Gonna go make some sick
Holding
vlogs.
on. Sick vlogs. Hey,
Anyways,
my
thanks for
name's
watching
Kylo Ren, and thank you for coming to my
Episode, what is this,
TED Talk.
14 of the best podcast and the only podcast available on the internet. Be sure to subscribe and follow and leave some reviews. And yeah, it's episode 15. Bye.
I'll be the voice of Cartooner. I suck pee-pee. Me, Kylo Ren. I suck pee-pee. All the pee-pee. And I killed my dad. Kill your dads, kiddos.